Oh, the last time Starkowitz and I raced here together, he put a few minutes on me on the first lap, and then I kind of cut into him every lap after that. But this time, he was pretty consistent. I mean, 3 minutes, and then a little more than 3 minutes on the last lap. And I just tried to ride my own race, and I would have liked a little more company out there. I was by myself pretty much the whole time, but just pushed a little harder going on the false flat uphill into the wind, and took it a little easier on the downhill with the tailwind. And it's been my strategy here every year I've raced, and seemed to work out pretty well. I really didn't have any idea where anybody else was coming off the bike besides Starkowitz. I saw Lionel a couple times, but I couldn't see him on the last turnaround. So, it all comes down to the run always. And, I still felt confident early on the run that I was putting myself in a position to win, and didn't quite have it today, but still had a pretty good marathon. And hats off to Lionel and Brent McMahon for pretty stellar races, and of course Andrew Starkowitz for making us all work for it with that killer bike split.
You touched that a little bit again, but can you talk to me about the weather again? Was it
Sure.
positive and negative?
Huge positive for me. I mean, I spent a ton of time in Tucson. There's not too many days where it rains, period. But cool, overcast, and a little rain. That's pretty ideal racing conditions for me. I was a little nervous when it started raining on the bike. There's a lot of age groupers you have to pass, and things get a little sketchy. So I was nervous when that happened. Thankfully, it was only about the last 10, 15 miles that we had rain on the bike. So, and then even on the run, there's some sections of path that are super slippery when they're wet. So you just had to really watch that. I tried to really focus on my cadence, not too much on the drive. So that helps a lot when you're running on a slick surface.
So I know you wanted to win here. How does third feel?
Third feels like I've, been here before. I'm still chasing the win here. I'll race this again because I know I can win this course. I can win this race. I gave everything I had today, and I'll be happy with the podium finish.
Still get to have some points in November.
It does. Last year, at the end of the year, I had no points. So then I raced South Africa, still really had no points after that. So I'm way ahead of where I was a year ago, and that's a good feeling.
All right. Congratulations.
Thanks, Liz.